Hello everyone. So today we are going to start our moral science classes, and that is the patriotism. So basically, what is a patriotism? Patriotism is love and devotion for one's nation. His sincere desire is to serve its interest in all way possible to him. He feels proud of his country. However, he is not blind to its fault simply because he loves it. So, patriotism is what? Patriotism is the love and devotion for one's nation, and not only that, a person should also serve for the goodness of his country and feel proud for his country. Thereafter, not even it doesn't mean that he will not look after the fault of his country because he loves it. He does not hesitate to expose its sins, denounce its abuses, and if he thinks it's necessary, criticize its policy. Means if you really love your country, then if something is happening wrong in your country, if there is something wrong in the country's policy, then you should tell or you should protest about that so that you can make your country better. And he is more anxious that his nation should be right than that it should powerful. Means everyone should have to be anxious that my nation is right, my nation is not very powerful, not very much active, but it is right and the policies are right and the people and always think about the welfare of the people. So we can say that we should always be anxious about our nation. A true patriot, while he loves his own country first, also love other nations too, and gladly recognize their virtues and achievements. Means if you are a true patriot, if you love your country, then it does not means that you should hate the other countries and does not recognize their achievement and virtues. So you should appreciate the achievements of other countries also. He tries to absorb all the good things of other. He cultivates international friendship and he opposes war. Means if you are a true patriot, then you should absorb all the good things of others, while it is the abroad country, neighbor country, or whatever. But the main thing is that everyone should have to uh, establish the international friendship, and we should always oppose war. We should not go for war. However, in case of war, he will be the first to fight for his land and will willingly sacrifice his life for its defense. Means, but if in case of war, if the war has been started, then we should also have to do what? First to fight for our lands and sacrifice our life for the defense also. And this kind of patriotism is called the noblest of virtues. And we have so many patriots like this, and those leaders were Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, and many other were veterans of the freedom struggle and great patriots. So we can see that Mahatma Gandhi did very great patriot and martyr. He led the freedom struggle at a very crucial hour. He gave it a new direction and roused people by his new concept of freedom struggle. He gave inimitable, means Mahatma Gandhi was a great patriot, he was a great martyr, and he also led the freedom struggle at a very crucial hour. And not only that, but he also gave a new direction to the people, and his new concepts were like ahimsa and non-violence and this, and he gave inimitable, and that is, let's see in the next page. So as we can see, the weapons of non-violence, non-cooperation, and satyagraha. His struggle was back through non-violence, battled the British too. They were dumbstruck by the spirit of sacrifice shown by the innumerable unknowing patriots under the direction of Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru, who also suffered untold misery at the hands of the British ruler. Means Mahatma Gandhi used to use the weapons, and his weapons are non-violence, non-cooperation, satyagraha, and this kind of struggle was non-violence. It almost non-violence because he always carried his peaceful revolts over there. They were dumbstruck, means they the British people, they were like they don't know how to handle this kind of patriots, and thereafter there are so many patriots with Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru whom we don't know, as they are untold still, but they had also suffered a lot of misery from the British ruler, but we don't know those peoples also. Mahatma Gandhi carried on peaceful revolt without caring for his personal comfort and safety. The day finally arrived when the British ruler were forced to leave India. Indians showed that the greatness of a nation depend not to the large number of its inhabitants nor on the vast tract of the land. It does not depend on the wealth nor on the strength of its armed force, but on the moral character and true patriotism of its citizens. This light was kept alive by Jawaharlal Nehru, who became the first Prime Minister of Free India. Means Mahatma Gandhi always tried to carry peaceful revolt. He always opposed war or violence, and he did so because he cared for his personal comfort and safety and also care for the people. And Indians had showed that it is not about the large number of people, not about the large number of lands, but everything is depend on the patriotism and our moral character, the strength of our character. So, after that, we can see that Subhash Chandra Bose stands apart in showing his hesitant love for the freedom of the country. He refused to join the prestigious career as an ICS officer. He decided to achieve another goal and led the freedom struggle from the foreign land. Jai Hind is the golden slogan that Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose had given to the people of this nation, and the chant of Jai Hind inspires each and every Indians. Pandit Nehru carried this slogan to every nook and corner of India. Today, this slogan has become the symbol of unity and strength. Means that Subhash Chandra Bose was the another leader who did never hesitate to love for the freedom of our country. Means he had fought for our country to give us the freedom, and he also refused the prestigious career. Means here the Britishers just offered him an ICS officer rank, but he refused and he decided to achieve another goal and led the freedom struggle. And his slogan was, he always used to say Jai Hind, and the chant of Jai Hind means the time whenever he said Jai Hind, it inspires each and every Indian, and that's why Pandit Nehru also carried this slogan to every nook and corner of India also. But before that, Bhagat Singh was one of the greatest freedom fighter of our country and was the first to raise the slogan of Inqilab Jindabad, which later became the war cry of the freedom struggle. Means Bhagat Singh was the freedom fighter, and he raised the first time, and his slogan was Inqilab Jindabad. And the war cry of the freedom means the people who were just crying for the freedom struggle, and they started the slogan that is Inqilab Jindabad. And Bhagat Singh was hanged to death. Thereafter, Bhagat Singh hanged to death, and it was a heroic end and a supreme sacrifice made to achieve freedom. His death inspired the nation and roused their spirit of the freedom fighters. Patriots rose like a storm and sacrificed themselves at the altar of freedom. Means when Bhagat Singh died, it inspired the nation and also raised the spirit of freedom fighters. Means there are so many freedom fighters started to protest, and then the patriots rose like a storm, and everyone will become like, we want the freedom. And after that, the Bhagat Singh who is dead, so the people who died in the war were not dead, they became immortal, and these patriots installed a new spirit and new hope in the mind of the countrymen. Means these people had started a new spirit in the people of our country. Patriotism has not died out after the attainment of freedom. Soldiers become to guard our land and also sacrifice their life for the sake of the integrity of the nation. Farmers continue to work hard for the betterment of the Indian economy. Lal Bahadur Shastri coined the phrase Jai Jawan Jai Kisan in gratitude of the two pillars of patriotism in the modern India. No external or internal force has succeeded to divide or destroy India because the common man is still committed to the welfare of India. Means patriotism is not died yet, and it is still alive, and the soldiers, we have our soldiers who were still sacrifice their life and secure our land for the integrity of our nation. And not only that, but the farmers also work very hard for the betterment of India economy, and that's why once upon a time Lal Bahadur Shastri coined that Jai Jawan Jai Kisan for the gratitude of the patriotism in modern India. We must be aware of the pseudo patriotism rearing its head. We must avoid it. Means we always aware that the pseudo patriotism always moving in our head, and we must avoid the exploitation of masses and disintegration of the nation in the name of the narrow self nationalism. Means we should never do any kind of disintegration of the nation by the name of self nationalism. Our strength as Indian lies in our unity. We must avoid such people who interest are anything else other than the development of the nation. Corruption, greed, and selfishness may be the tool of the pseudo patriots today. So we can say that our strength as Indian lies in our unity. So we can avoid such people who were very greedy, who support corruption, and who have the selfishness. We owe the nation all respect and devotion. We grow up in the lap of our nation. It is here that we will develop and achieve greatness. All our greatness and success will be due to the fact that we had the right upbringing, the right learning, the right culture, the right atmosphere, the right companions, the right infrastructure, the right facility, the right media, and the right leaders. Means for all our greatness, we need everything to be like right upbringing, right learning, the culture should be right, the atmosphere should be right, and the companions beside us will be right, and the right infrastructure, the facilities should be good, and the media should be right, and our leader, the people who is our leader, should be also a right person. And let us be a true patriot devoted to the well-being of our nation, and then let's start that from now we will be a true devotee of the patriotism. A man truly loves his neighbor will be ever willing to make any sacrifice and put service before self. Let us think how best we can serve our nation with true devotion. Means the person who loves his country a lot, he will willing to make any kind of sacrifice for his nation. And let us be the best of our nation's true devotee. The lives of great patriots and leaders should be our inspiration, and let us learn the lofty principle of life from the lives of those great souls who sacrificed their comfort for the sake of our nation. Means we should be a great patriots and leader, and let us inspire everyone so that we will become a great soul who sacrificed for the comfort of the sake of the nation. And the welfare of our country should be our great concern. So it is our concern that we should look after our country's welfare. And the moral of the story will that after what we owe to God, nothing should be more dear or more sacred than the love and respect we owe to our country. Means we owe to our God, means we love God, and it is he is very dearest to us. But nothing is more sacred than the love and respect for our country. So we should love our country as much as we can, and we should always try to willing to make any kind of sacrifice and do our best for our country. Thank you.